Let me know some ZB. Check the weather, whole lot of pressure. Take my life, I never let them. Did what's right, came with a lot of blessings. Shifting on the pipe like a leaf in the wind. Wipe the smile off your face, ain't no need to pretend. Longitude, altitude, feel what maximum's in. Before I act you, I'ma try to go within. Had to see what it was through the optic lens. Hidden lotus, I bet you never noticed. LP visuals, Suvi, we gon' show it. Nate with the lights in BTS, he exposing. Poured up on a Yale, now I'm feeling floated. RT hand me, I let her try to sport it. Spark myself, ain't no arguments, why you still going? Being stingy with the bubble, bone tea car. MJ can't see me when I dance in the bar. When I went up for the layup, why you had a foul? All these diamonds smoked out, man, this shit so mild. Got one question for you, is it in or is it out? I don't need my zom, give you coup de pied to the mouth. Throw your leg, hurry up, now you running out of time. Punch myself in, every time I spit a rhyme. Must be talking to yourself, I don't feed in the lie. Back in Creek days, when two Knicks made a dime.
You are now tuning into The Vibe with Your Boys podcast. Starring Kyle the Kid and Mega the Boy. You dig?
Yes, sir. It's your boy Kyle the Kid and Mega the Boy, and welcome to another episode of Vibe with Your Boys podcast. How you living? How you feeling, Mega?
I know about 3 times a week I come here. I say I'm tired. I'm tired as fuck today.
Any particular reason why you been like?
I don't know. I think it's the weather.
It been gloomy outside.
Yeah, it's like, bro, made me want to go to sleep. And shit.
What the fuck you as a dog or some shit?
A berry.
It's a fuck. The fuck?
They need a hibernate.
I respect it though. If you haven't noticed already, we got Terrormanbari with us.
What's happening? Let me know something, ZB.
Let me know something, ZB. What's going on, bro? How you doing, bro?
Man, I'm vibing. We here, man. We made it. You know what I'm saying? Still breathing.
Most definitely. How your 2022 been going? I ask everybody that. I want to know.
2022?
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. Elevated compared to last year.
Okay.
For sure.
So not stagnant. You've definitely
not
improved.
Stagnant. Improved for sure. A lot of different areas. You know, music wise, personal wise. You know, just all around. That's what people gotta understand. It ain't really mainly about just one aspect of life.
Growing in multiple areas.
You feel me? If multiple areas doing good, better acknowledge that. You know?
For sure. In regards to like, let's just get into it. Like, where you from? Where you
From
Broward? Just all the way through.
All the way through. Haitian, people Haitian. Man.
Yeah.
You know.
Most definitely. I hear it in the music. You know, in the music for sure.
Like
Any particular part?
Broward?
In Broward that you from?
Yeah, Margate.
Margate.
Yeah, my people from the Know You though.
Alright.
I'm on side, pumping them.
For sure. Where you've always been in the music, or that's just something that came about as you got older?
I always been in the music, but as far as making music, I tried that shit a couple of times. My cousin actually started. Man, it's a whole story behind that. Like, he's the reason why, you feel me? I got the engineer I got now, and I met that through greatness, and greatness met the engineer through him type stuff. So he was the first one that, you know, started doing music. I tried it, but I couldn't never get past like 2-3 bars. I'm gonna keep it G with you. So I was like, fuck that shit. And I was like in middle school.
Okay.
At the time, so I wasn't even, I was just more so a connoisseur. Like my older sister always put me on music.
Who you was listening to? Who she putting you on?
I ain't gonna lie. At that time, if we going middle school, like Kendrick, Schoolboy, Black Hippie, just categorize all that. J. Cole.
Who was the hardest out of Black Hippie to you?
Hey man, Soul Brother #1.
Absolutely.
Come on, man.
Absolutely.
Every time. In my opinion.
Okay. No, he tough. For sure.
All them boys really spitters.
Yeah, for sure.
They different flavors. I ain't gonna lie.
And who else you was listening to?
Let me see. I say Logic too. It's a lot of.
I ain't gonna lie. For some reason, Logic was good, and then he just became ass out of nowhere.
It's not that he became ass, bro. It's
it's not ass.
He became annoying.
He just kept talking about the same thing.
Yeah, bro.
I get it, bro. You're biracial, bro.
Yeah, he ain't switched the flavor. Like,
yeah.
I don't know.
There's so much other stuff to talk about than
exactly.
color your skin.
Exactly. That's what it was, in my opinion.
Yeah, for sure. Logic. So you was just like you're using the like rapidy rap.
Yeah, Eminem, like D12, shit like that.
I can see a little Eminem.
Yeah,
I can see a little Eminem. So I ain't gonna lie. Why do you think people size Eminem? Like you don't get the respect that he deserves.
Cause he sized a lot of people in his songs. I ain't gonna lie to you.
You think early on, he was so disrespectful that now people don't want to show him that respect?
To a certain extent, but at the same time, it's like people don't really like give Eminem that respect that he deserves.
You know what I'm saying? Because he is one of the goats. Like you ain't gotta put him as the greatest. Okay,
I watched
one of the goats.
I watched one of his interviews. Actually, what the man used to do, it was so fascinating to me. He used to like just write words on papers and crumble it up type stuff. Like he had a whole bucket full of words, you know what I'm saying, on papers. He just when he go in the studio, he treat the studio like a 9-to-5, like an actual job. Once 5 o'clock hit, he out of that bed. You feel me? Once 9 o'clock, he in that bed.
Okay.
What he did with the words.
But with the words, like if he in the studio, he'll just pick up random words, like random papers, and just
rap about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's like a training
like
yourself.
Ideas.
Exactly. It's basically like what Absol do with the dictionary, because he read the dictionary like 30 times.
That's how you teach yourself.
Oh,
Different
words.
For sure.
Expand the vocabulary too.
Most def. So that was the vibes. Now, throughout high school and everything, did you start picking back music up, or?
As far as like trying to do music myself.
When did you start wanting to do music again? Because you said you tried it, then you wasn't fucking with it.
Actually, when I was in the program, that's when I started doing music. I actually ain't had like no beats or nothing like that.
What you did like a little time, or you got arrested?
It wasn't that I got arrested. It was just I actually graduated a year earlier with my GED and stuff like that.
Okay.
So it was just like a time frame where it's either you gonna be on the same shit, you gonna elevate. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
Change your situation. And not having no beats and nothing, just creating flows from the top of my head type stuff. You feel me?
Okay, so you was just creating flows without beats, just going.
And just writing to the flows, pretty much.
Just writing. Really just writing in general.
Do you feel like
trying to find me, I guess, in music.
Do you feel like that part of doing that helped you out?
Yeah.
Helped you out musically?
Gotcha. To a certain extent, but then it's a whole different feel when you're actually in the studio. You're actually hearing the beat. That's a whole
hold the mic a little closer.
That's a whole nother, you know what I'm saying, scenario in itself.
Gotcha.
You feel me?
Gotcha. Eminem, who else influenced you musically? Like as far as like his style or
Busta Rhymes.
I can see that too.
I definitely can see that, yeah.
I can see that too.
Sure. He top 2. I ain't gonna lie.
As far as like his creativity and everything.
Delivery, all that, bro.
I ain't gonna lie, I just got into. I've been new Busta Rhymes, obviously, I knew something, but I didn't appreciate his music until like.
Bro, it's different.
Actually, it was a couple weeks ago. Like I was going through Busta Rhymes Apple Pay. I'm like, this nigga hard. Like,
he hard, bro. You go watch his music videos, bro.
The
music videos, but it's like he's spitting for real. Yeah, he hard.
Sure. Now, when you first entered into the music, like, was people like, as far as like really doing it, was people like, you trying to rap, or like were they fucking with it? Did you feel like the support of people around you?
They was fucking with it. I ain't gonna lie. It was something new. You know what I'm saying? Because they just knew me as Bari at that time. You feel me? So it was actually me picking up on something, and I was going hard with that, bit. You know what I'm saying? So
when did you meet greatness, or?
I always knew greatness since
y'all at school.
Me and his little brothers, actually, them my brothers too. Elementary school.
Oh, okay. So Ben.
We actually live in the same neighborhood type shit.
For sure.
Yeah.
And seeing him, his journey through the music and everything, is that something that you look at like, damn, I gotta keep going. My dog,
sure, 1,000. Got some motivation all the way, y'all, boy. I ain't gonna lie. Like I said, we from the same neighborhood, Ben, and it's like, if he can do it, you know what I'm saying, it's no different why I can't do it. Both Haitian, we different breed, you know what I'm saying, I can say. Not no disrespect to nobody or nothing like that, but
it's in y'all.
It's in us.
For
regardless of whatever we do, we choose to do. Because, mind you, before he was doing music, the man was, he was on his comedian shit.
Yeah, for sure, yeah.
He always been positive. That's one thing about greatness for sure. I respect.
And of course, we can't have you on here and not talk about the event that you've been a part of Set Your Greatness.
Oh yeah, 1,000.
Coming back October 8th. What has been your experience performing there, being a part of the event? You know,
man, first time performing, it was at the barbershop. And mind you, like, we in the barbershop, so people sitting in the chairs and stuff like that. I'm talking about people like this close to me. They ain't know me from a can of paint. They ain't hear my music from a can of paint. So this is all fresh. They not bopping their heads. Like, I really had to like develop my
they teach you how to be a performer.
Confidence, you know, shit like that. Eye contact, you know what I'm saying? And just keeping it going all the way. You feel me? I ain't gonna lie, those were the days.
So it's basically like training yourself.
Yeah, training. I ain't gonna lie, it molded me to like what y'all see now when I perform. You know what I'm saying?
Very animated, very engaging.
Exactly.
That's the thing about performing too, because you can't. Some people may know your song, so they might sing along. But you gotta perform for the people that don't know your song.
Exactly.
Your energy is the reason why they, you know, hey, I'm gonna sing along with this.
You want them when they walk away from that performance, they'll go home and tell somebody.
Yeah,
like,
this was
you know,
good,
you left them with something, regardless if it's a bar or the way you said that bar. You feel me? Facial expression or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's the whole 9 yards with performing. It's not just the music alone. You know,
for sure. And lastly, but Set Your Greatness. What is the impact that you see it having? Of course, it's a platform that people want to be a part of. It's engaging with the community. What is some of the stuff that you see from your perspective, how it's affecting the culture in Broward?
It's changing Broward. I ain't gonna lie. It's bringing I wouldn't say it's bringing a whole different flavor. It's bringing all the flavors together.
Okay.
Like from R&B, from people doing pop, people doing whatever. And mind you, when it first started out, like my first session with Greatness, it wasn't at the barbershop. It was at a studio, and he had people with instruments there. I'm talking about they all playing the instruments. You know what I'm saying? Just synchronizing together. So that, you know, it's just artistry in itself. You feel me? It ain't just music. It's everything. You feel me? But if you painting, bring your paintings out there. You know what I'm saying?
While they performing something.
Come on now.
Art for sure. October 8th, y'all go ahead and be there.
I'll be there for sure.
Tons of talent. Y'all gonna love it, man. Vibe with your boys gonna be out there. It's lit. It's lit. Now, I want to talk more about your music itself. What's happening, ZB? Like,
what's happening?
where that come from? Like,
where that come from?
Because it's one of those things. So like, you hear the beginning of the song, like it's funny, but it's like
it's sticking.
Hey, yeah, it's stick.
It's stick for sure.
Yeah.
Where that came from? I'm gonna be real, because I be recording myself at the highs.
Oh, so you know how to do that?
Yeah,
okay.
But I get it engineered, like I told you from. His name Misko.
Okay, yeah, I've heard that name. Yeah,
Misko, that's one of the goats, one of the pioneers out there for sure.
Greatness love him.
Yeah, man, I love Misko too, dog. I ain't gonna lie, dog. At my zummy, but I was just in this. Prior to me making the song, I was already saying like what's happening and stuff like that. But I just in that moment, it was just a moment type of thing. Being real with y'all. Is
that like how you like would normally talk, or is it something that you just?
It's just something that came out. I was like, man, it's stick. I actually did it like 2-3 times before that one. That's on the song.
Oh, okay.
I was like, nah, it don't sound right. I gotta, you know what I'm saying? Make sure it's him.
With your voice, is that? I like that.
I had to rip that one.
Yeah, you ripped that bit right there. With your voice, how you project it on a song, like, is that something that you have to like get in the mode to do, or it's natural at this point?
It's natural. It all depends on the beat. Cause I like being one with the beat. I don't like trying or forcing myself to get on like to do music. That's not the type of artist I am. I don't feel it, then you know it's not gonna be done. But once I'm one with the beat, then you know I try to find not necessarily the pockets, but like I said, make myself one with the beat. You know, so use my voice to merge with it.
Now,
cause imagine this: if we ain't have we had sign language, but you feel me? If we ain't had no voice, then that's what makes you different from him. Him different. You know what I'm saying? It's because the voice. You know what I'm saying? You could be blind and know, okay, damn,
that's such and such.
That's such and such, based off the voice, the frequency. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. Now, in the song itself, you got a line to where like you basically saying like you want to bust your family down with the bezel.
Oui.
Is that like, so you big on family, like
Big on family.
that's something like you want to do for them, just not just like jewelry, but just provide for them and everything.
Yeah, for sure. Cause I'm the my OG only son type stuff. So,
Oh, okay. You got so you
I got
got
three
sisters.
Yeah, I got
sisters.
3 sisters. So it's like
Or you aligned, the oldest, youngest?
I'm the second oldest.
Second oldest.
So like, it just
You had to grow up and be like the young man of the house, like quicker.
basically,
Yeah.
bro. You feel me? And overall, that's just with anybody, they should see it that way. I mean, certain people relationship with their people may be different. We don't know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But like at the end of the day, take care of family before
sure.
you go outside of family. You know what I'm saying? And try to do other things. Make sure the house is good.
You mentioned that you Zoe. How was the upbringing like when it comes to like were they playing music in the house? Were you church? What like how was that?
Music in the house because my old boy he was in the band too.
Okay.
Old boy been in the band for a minute. I ain't gonna lie.
So to this day.
What band? Like church band or just
just
regular
compa.
like, compa band? Okay.
Compa band. Yeah, for sure. So I always was growing up hearing compa and stuff. I ain't like it. I ain't gonna lie to you. Growing up, I ain't want to hear that shit. But
you appreciate it more now?
I appreciate it
Got
way
to.
more now.
You gotta appreciate it more now.
Sure, I appreciate it way more now.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, my OG she really from Pompano, so she wasn't like where I got that hardcore Haitian was from my grandma.
Okay.
Because she stayed over there too.
Mm-hmm.
So being around her and stuff like that. But like my OG, she wasn't pressing nothing. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Like I took it upon me to really like listen and learn Creole. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah. You feel me? Picking up on conversation, just really listening.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I feel like it was embarrassing growing up.
To not know how to speak it?
Not know how to speak it, not know how to count. You feel me? Things like that, bro.
So you taught yourself how to do that, basically. Gotcha.
Yeah, for sure.
That's crazy that you took it upon yourself because a lot of times people stay away from, well, not really now, but
they don't make it
people stayed away from like trying to learn it and stuff like that. Yeah.
They don't make it a
priority.
A priority.
Yeah.
Basically, overall.
And when you picked up music and they seen that you started taking it serious, like did they support right away or was it kind of like, okay, let's see where this goes? Or
a little bit of both. Let's see where it goes. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not just music, alone. It really all aspect. Like I said, you feel me? As an individual, we got abilities to do.
What else? What else you into outside of music?
Real estate.
Real estate.
Did pressure washing, shit like that.
So you just try to, I heard you talking some business before we started. So like, what made you want to get into real estate? Just you interested in that stuff, or just avenue to make bread for yourself?
Interested in avenues, both. Cause that's major capital.
For sure.
And everything majority of things that we deal with on the backside of things is real estate. You feel me? To a certain extent, this is real estate where this is stationed at. You feel me? Real estate is everything. Y'all cribs that y'all gonna have built, you gotta know real estate to make sure you're doing things the right way.
Most definitely. Is that something that you saw, like I wanted to do, or did like somebody influence you, or
somebody influenced?
Who is that person?
Jeffrey Altador. I go tap in with him.
Jeffrey Altador.
He a realtor?
He not a realtor. We private investor.
Okay. He kind of like showed you the ropes.
Yeah, we doing wholesaling though, so we not dealing with actual buildings. We dealing with lots and land.
Okay. Gotcha.
Do you want to touch on that a little bit? What is wholesaling for like people that don't know?
Wholesaling, basically you're dealing with the dirt before the house gets built on. You feel me? So, put it in perspective. Say for instance, it's a lot, probably like 10,000 square feet. In the area. I'm just throwing the area out there. Lehigh Acres. With wholesaling, it's a buyer and seller. In a sense, you are the middleman. You get once you have a seller, you feel me? Then you can go ahead and merge that with the buyer, vice versa type stuff.
And for you to make money, you put it under contract, right?
Put it under contract.
Okay.
Agreement, basically. You don't like saying contract. You like
agreement. Yeah, agreement.
Contract make people.
Get all tense and nervous and stuff like that.
Yeah.
For sure, little tricks of the trade type stuff.
Yeah.
All right, and so I want to touch back on family because, like Meg was asking you about your Haitian upbringing, and we've been talking like more recently about Caribbean culture, Haitian culture, and you say your family is important to you. So I want to ask you this: how important is it for you, for your family, to like the person that you're with?
What you mean?
Like the person that you're with, like girlfriend, wife, like how important is for them to get along? Like, if your family don't like them, is it a deal breaker for you?
I done been in that situation. It wasn't a deal breaker, but it's like at the same time,
It's not peaceful.
It's not peaceful. It's not like that. You can come around the crib and it's gonna be energy in the air. That's not.
You're not able to tell moms and sisters this vibe.
Yeah, you feel me? So it's a lot of mixed emotions with that.
Mixed emotions.
But in my opinion, I'd rather just it be good all the way through. You feel me? Everything be positive, everybody on one accord. That makes everything smooth. But you gotta get to a certain point where, I'm a little, if it ain't no disrespect, it ain't nothing like, okay, we good. But if it's something personal that my people's got, like that she ain't never did nothing wrong, then at the end of the day I can't. Like, y'all feel how y'all feel.
Okay.
I'm the only boy, they trying to be overprotective. Whatever.
Not even on that tip. It's just,
they have their own vibe.
Everybody got their own way they feel towards somebody, or, so you can't, I'm not going to try to change that. That's how you feel. That's how you feel. Regardless of whatever I say. It's still going to be on the back of your mind.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm going to do what I got to do. Take care of my business.
Got you.
Let me ask you this.
Talk to me.
A couple of weeks ago, we had Shaw on, and we were talking about. So I have this theory.
Let me know.
I have this theory, right? I said, if I get to the point where I'm on my deathbed, or like a decision have to be made on my life.
Yeah.
I said, as long as my mother is in her right faculty, she can make the decision. Whatever. I want her to make the decision over my wife.
Yeah.
Of course, females gonna look at me like I'm crazy. Like, what the fuck you got going on? How you feel? Like, if you was in that position, God forbid, like, who would you want to make that final decision?
My OG. I ain't gonna lie. My OG.
It's not that hard,
I ain't gonna lie. My OG gotta make
Y'all
that.
come together.
What you say? Because I see you over there. I see you over
I
there.
don't think I answered the question last time.
Nah, yeah.
I'm be starting fire. Let everybody talk.
How you feel about it? I'm already knowing. I'm already knowing.
To be honest, honest answer, like, I'm not sure, dog. I'm not sure because it's individually, like, we got to take our moms into account. Like Megan said, though, which is a good thing.
Yeah.
My mom, I know my mom is never like, she'll go keep me on there until like God himself.
Yeah.
You talking about on the deathbed. She ain't gonna pull the plug on you.
God himself gonna have to tap her and be like,
bro, you know how much time you hear a story? I mean, not granted, you ask a nurse or doctor, they might be like, it's far in between. Fuck that. I hear it too much time. It ain't that far.
Yeah, it's not.
Bro, when the person died, like the person, they tried to pull the plug 6 months ago. 6 months later, the person come alive, or 3 months later. I'm like, bro, I know my mom gonna make sure a year, 2 years go by.
Exactly.
Yeah, like, I don't want you to be in your emotions. I don't want you, nah, bitch, I ain't suffering. Bitch, keep me alive.
Exactly.
Like,
That would have come down to.
Huh?
That would have come down to the suffering portion.
Nah, don't worry, I ain't suffering. Like, my wife, if you are the one to make that decision, I'm not suffering. Keep me alive, bro. Like, don't put it.
Yeah, I'm not sure because I would hope whoever I make my wife is like, come on, bro, like you ain't just gonna let me just go. You would like to think so. Yeah,
until she gonna inherit about 15 million, 20 million, 30 million. Crazy. All right.
Like that too.
On that same note, did you recently see where the woman, the wife, she took out $17,000 out of the joint bank account to give to her brother?
No, I didn't see that.
Yeah, it was something on the Breakfast Club that they was talking about to where like
she did with the 17.
She gave it to her brother. I guess her brother needed it for whatever reason. And she just gave it to him, and the guy was calling and complaining like, yeah, my wife, she went in my account and took $17,000, and then Angela Yee was like, hold on, your account? Well, he was like, it's a joint account. And but he's the one working.
So she not working. So this is the question of who's putting the cheese in the account.
He is.
Okay, then.
I ain't gonna, that's my money, right?
That's his money then. At the end of the day,
you just an authorized user at this
point.
But
she got it's a joint account. She got access to it.
You're an authorized user.
You're an authorized user.
Yeah.
You feel me? If you ain't really like working to put the cheese in the, like, I'm not saying like you an authorized user, bro. It ain't nothing around it, bro.
But at that point, you might as well not even make a joint account then.
True. At the same time, you shouldn't. If it's gonna,
Mr. Real Estate, Mr. Wholesale, how you feel about the joint account?
Joint account. I'm gonna have my personal.
Yeah, you gotta have. Yeah,
I'm gonna have my personal. It ain't nothing wrong with having a joint account.
Yeah, because she can have access to it. And maybe she handling the bills and stuff like that. So I feel like it's our account when you making like $1,000 purchases.
Mhm.
You know, 500.
Yeah.
You know, if you go over the 5, you might want to hit my phone. You know,
Yeah.
let me know what's going on, type shit.
Exactly.
That's when it's ad count. It go above that.
Just communicate. That's all I say.
That whole shit, we get married and what's mine is yours, what's yours, that's the dumbest shit ever. Like,
Yeah.
it
But that's
don't
what
make
you're
no
supposed to
sense.
be up with the come on.
That's bullshit. It's
Okay, my
not,
bad.
bro. Like, we have a joint account, we get paid, all right, we're gonna put 25% in this account.
Mhm.
We pay whatever that gotta do with the house, this, that, and the
Mhm.
third, whatever.
Mhm.
Your money you work for. I ain't gonna do them 100 hours at the hospital.
Exactly.
That's your shit. Now, if I need a little something, you know, look out, whatever.
Come on
but,
now.
You know what I'm saying?
For
But
sure.
that shit, it's just stupid.
Mm.
It's just stupid. What's mine is mine. What's yours? Partially mine.
You
We
fucking
keep
with
pushing.
that. I mean, it all depends on the person though.
Yeah.
Me-
Every relationship different. Y'all might agree to
Yeah.
whatever y'all agree to.
Yeah, I ain't like I said, personal account. You can have a joint account, but like you make your own cheese, you make your own cheese. Whatever's in the joint shit, that's what you utilize for what's between us. You feel me?
Most def.
Mhm.
Now, I wanna ask, like, you being from Broward
Mhm.
and just seeing like how like everything is as far as like the women, it almost seems like, not saying you have to because you don't have to, but
Yeah.
a lot of them are expecting like you gotta just come with something, like you gotta apply pressure out the gate. What's your mindset on the whole applying pressure thing? Like,
It depends on like what is their concept of applying pressure. You feel me?
yeah,
Is it like applying pressure financially? Is it applying pressure personality wise? Like
applying pressure, like wanting to see them and stuff like
yeah,
that. What's your take on applying pressure financially?
financially, I mean, you know, if you got your thing going, I got my thing going too. Like I'm not going like paymaster. Like you
Yeah,
feel me?
yeah.
It ain't nothing to buy something. Like ain't
You got
nothing.
like a time period to where it's like, okay, I just met you a few days ago, but
Mhm.
keep
I
it
just
up.
gotta see how I been vibing because you
Vibing.
can. I know y'all probably been in this position, heard of that. You can just meet somebody, but it feel like y'all knew
Yeah,
each other.
yeah,
Like,
for sure,
you
for
know what I'm
sure,
saying?
for sure.
So
Sure.
and at the end of the day, like, man, we gonna go one day. So it's like make the best out of the situation. I ain't saying go ahead and spend all your cob now, spend all your cheese. Like that's on you, but you rocking with the person, it ain't nothing.
For sure, for
You
sure.
know?
Switching back to the music, you incorporate a lot of Creole into your music.
For sure.
How was that for you? Is that something that you had to like work on, or it just came naturally and you did it?
Nah, it's something I most definitely planned. Like,
Okay.
because I look at it when I started doing it, I'm teaching. You feel me? People Creole through my music. Like, yeah, you might not. Actually, he said it the other day. He was like, bro, I don't understand what you're saying. But at the end of everybody got a Zoe friend. You feel me? So it's nothing for, yeah, let me know what this. And that interaction in itself is going to make it stick. So from that point on, it's like you gonna remember what was said. You
For
know?
sure.
But at the end of the day, to teach. You feel me?
We had a artist on, it's Brina, and she's coming out with a project called Compop.
Compop.
Yeah, that's a
Compa
genre.
and pop,
Okay.
whatever. And I'm like,
That's dope.
yeah, it's actually dope. I think we're in right now with the whole Afro beats and the London wave and how everything is just like Burna Boy and all them merging. I think it's a perfect time to introduce compa genre out
Haitian
there.
culture.
And especially how the culture, the Asian culture is so prevalent now. Like everybody know a friend, everybody see this, everybody
see this.
This is a perfect time to introduce it. Whether you don't got to make compa music, just introduce it, sprinkles
Put
in
your own flavor
yeah, put
to
your own
it.
flavor on it. Yeah, I think that's just a perfect time.
Yeah, I agree with that too. It is
Yeah.
a perfect time. The island music is
It's
most
going
definitely is that umbrella is it's a lot more people, you know, under that compared to like, you know, rap and don't get me wrong, it's a whole different bag in this. Matter of fact, I take that back. We're gonna classify that as international. Cause once you start making music like that, bro, you really can take it everywhere.
Exactly.
That's where the real money at.
That's where the real money at.
Yeah. A lot of times you see these rappers, they not, these people fell out. Man, these people getting $200,000
Exactly,
overseas.
and there ain't no pressure with that.
Yeah.
Offshore account, that's the best. Nobody over here can touch that.
Yeah, for sure. No taxes.
No taxes neither. I love it.
Facts.
Mm-hmm.
Going through your Spotify and things like that, you haven't put out official project yet, right?
Nah, not through like Apple Music or nothing like that.
On
Yeah.
SoundCloud.
It's on SoundCloud
Yeah,
and
I see the
YouTube.
songs on SoundCloud and stuff like that. What's next for Bari? Like, you got projects coming, visuals,
optic lens, duality in the air.
Yeah, in
I
the
know
air.
y'all heard that
Yeah.
access. People rocking with that. I can't wait to drop that one. I'm working on cover art for that bit right now. Jody Strokes, the art dealer.
Okay, shout
That's
out
who's
Jody.
behind the art. But I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna be real with you. Project 2 though.
You seem a little unsure, like
By the end of the year?
It's not. I can tell it's not by the end of the year. I can tell it's not by the end of the year. But
It could be.
Could be.
I'm going with stuff in the moment. I ain't gonna lie to
Mm-hmm.
you. Cause I was holding music for a while. I'm gonna be real. Just going through like life in itself.
Mm-hmm.
And
Your mood has to be right for you to drop music.
it don't have to that, but at the same time, it's just drop that shit, bro. You know, make it make sense and drop it.
Facts.
You know, don't holding it. Who gonna listen to it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
You know?
Wallow just came out on Instagram saying the exact same thing. He's like,
Mhm.
reality. People say they got this amount of music in the stash.
Yeah.
What is it doing there? It's just like not doing it.
All right, so I know y'all boys done felt this before because I feel the same way. It's whoever y'all favorite artists or you know who y'all listen to, and they not dropping music right now, but y'all know they got probably 1,000 songs. You feel me?
Mhm.
And they shit, that's just on the flash drive. That's just sitting there. You know what I'm saying? Could been something from your favorite era. I'm gonna just use Kodak for example, like 2016 Kodak or whatever, 2015, 2014. Like there's flash drives, hard drives of music from that time frame capturing that moment. You know what I'm saying? And shit, me, they dropped that bitch and leaked the whole thing. Bitch, let me hear some. You feel me? Just cause. You know what I'm saying? Like music ain't meant to be held. It ain't meant to be stored. Like it's some people that do make music for themselves. They don't really care about the world.
Sometimes it's therapeutic for them. Yeah.
But you may change somebody's life. You may get somebody through the day. You know what I'm saying? Like you may change somebody's mood. Like they was feeling the type of way. Your song came on shuffle because it's out there. You just dropped that bill. Damn, you put that person in a whole new light, a whole new perspective.
I think the songs that people drop that like aren't like official singles, but they either get just dropped or like Lucy's or like leaked. I think when you look at an artist like Drake, how he was able to put together like a whole project of like songs that just dropped, got leaked, and things like that. I think it shows the importance for artist development to where these aren't on my project, but these are songs that are out there. These are songs that people like. These are like songs that inspired me to where those are some of his best songs.
For sure.
So it's
and
like
if they wasn't leaked, then shit.
We never heard about them.
Exactly. And they did something to their career, you know what I'm saying, on the artist level. Because the world got to hear that.
So at that point, I want to bring it back to you now. Like, what is the decision making in dropping your song? Is it like, do you have to like it? Or does it like, you have like somebody you may play it for that has like a second opinion? Like, what is that decision making like?
I ain't gonna lie. At first, it was playing it for other people getting their opinion. But right now, the space I'm in, if I like it, I'm gonna drop it.
Okay.
You know.
What if you don't like it and somebody else like, that's hard, bro, you should drop it?
Then I gotta do some contemplating.
Okay.
Because at the end of the day, that lets me know that another perspective sees something in a different, feels something I don't.
Got you.
So I gotta take that into account because if it's one, it gotta be another. If it's another, it gotta be 10 more, 100 more. You feel me? It's a numbers game.
Sure. Now, what?
No, I was about to say, what's your take on Brow's music scene right now? Because obviously over the last couple of years, with what Kodak did, opened the whole way for us, and we see people like FCG and stuff like that, pushing it forward. Yeah. What's your take on the Brow scene, music scene right now?
And you've been a part of Session Greatness, which is a part of that music scene that's been growing. So sure.
I see. Shit, it's a lot of music coming out of Brow.
You think it's at like the biggest spotlight it's been at?
Yeah, I say compared to like other places like Tampa and like Miami, the type of music that's coming out of here is versatile. It ain't just a long one, like, or it ain't just rap. It ain't your jouet talk or whatever type stuff coming out of Miami. It ain't whatever coming out of Tampa. Like, dude, we got a lot going on down here.
A melting pot.
A melting pot, like I said, and that's what Session with Greatness is doing. It's bringing different flavors to your ice cream cone. You know what I'm saying?
Now you got a swirl cone.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You got a swirl cone.
Yeah. For sure. All right, and before we end things off, let everybody know where they could tap in where you at. Let them know what you got planned. If you got any drops that's coming, want to pay attention to that.
Tap in with me, Terrormanbari on IG, TerrorManBari. All platforms, Spotify, Apple Music, Optic Lens out right now. Let me know some ZB. You know, in the air coming soon. You know, shit, y'all gonna see something from intro too from Trash Man.
Oh shit, that'll be dope. That'll be dope for sure. Looking forward.
And I dropped some visuals too, man, with creative visuals, man. Y'all go check that out, man, on YouTube, dog. Run that up.
Most def.
Hold on. You told us who you grew up listening to. Who are some people you listening to now?
If you in the whip.
Shit, I still be listening. You know, it's a lot of people.
You tell me you want people that got the old playlist.
I got the old playlist
that you just play all the time.
Nah, I don't play it all the time.
One or two people.
One or two people.
Hop in the car listening to Buster.
Yeah, you know, you might roll up on me playing some Buster though for sure. Let me see.
Yo, Buster, what you gonna do?
Damn, man, it's so much music. I really be listening to my music a lot though. Just brainstorming. But I'm not gonna use myself.
Okay.
But damn. There's so much music.
You can't get like 2?
I give you 2, but it's like I ain't gonna be satisfied giving you them 2 because it's gonna be another 2 that gonna come to my head. You feel me?
Yeah.
I'll tell you. Damn.
Question: beating that boy the fuck up.
It is. I'm in the ring, cuz going blow for blow right now. For sure. Damn, kid. Shit, I gotta go to the Apple Music. Fuck it. I'm gonna go to the Apple Music. We're gonna see what's in the library.
See what you're working with.
See what I'm working with. Fuck it. I ain't gonna lie, still to this day, I be funking Ab Soul. Like he just dropped.
I know the throwbacks in there.
Throwbacks in there.
I mean, he just dropped.
Yeah, he just dropped.
Nah, he ain't just dropped though. Okay, I'm gonna do it to you like that. All right. We got YNJ, that one person. I'm gonna Peasy out there too.
Peasy. Okay.
Now that's just in that corner. In another corner, we got Erykah Badu. Go bust out there too. Who I want to get back to listening to though, Paul Hardcastle. I don't know if y'all boy heard about him.
Paul Hardcastle.
Oh, you right? You mean rap music?
No, he just make music like like beats and stuff like that.
So you be listening like instrumentals and things like that. Oh, okay.
The whole 9 yards. So you never know what you.
So you just like just versatile all around as far as what you listen to, what your interests are.
Yeah.
You just try to.
Shit. You know. Goddamn. I'm just trying to throw somebody I probably ain't never heard of before. Who that was we were listening to that one yesterday or the other day? When you Art of Noise.
That's like a singer artist or what it was?
It's a group?
A group.
One Way. That's a throwback. They from like the 80s, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, I thought you were talking about One Way Frank, boy.
No. I ain't gonna lie. One Way Frank, he got some cuts out there for sure.
For sure.
Definitely. He got his hand on it.
For sure. All right, but I'm seeing the vibe. I'm seeing what Barry on, man.
Yeah. I ain't tell y'all everything though. You know, I'm on.
He low key trying to cuff him, but it's okay. It's okay.
Bro, it's so much. I can't even bring him out. Oh,
yeah. Every time I ask somebody the question, it always something. So
I wonder why it's like that though, bro.
Get you? It's because every a million thing floating in your head at once.
All right. So what about y'all boys though? Let me know something.
Right now.
Y'all too.
On the way here, I ain't gonna lie. I was A Boogie and G Herbo just dropped something last night, so I was listening to that.
Okay.
I with Herbo and A Boogie. Who I'm listening to? Of course, every time Kodak drops something, I'm tapped into it.
For sure.
Drake, my favorite rapper, but I don't listen to Drake on a daily because I don't listen to all his music all the time. So that's not what I'm riding around to.
Okay.
It used to be Roddy before he started doing that bullshit.
I ain't gonna lie, I would never really like. In the Box is probably like the only song I was fucking with Roddy. Besides
I can't even defend him right now.
Who else? Who else I'm fucking with?
Y'all going toe for toe in the ring too right now.
No.
Let me know something, Zippy.
I'm trying to give like an R&B vibe to, but like when I am tapping into R&B, like
I got one for you, Bliss.
Bliss.
Yeah,
I know. I heard a
Man,
performance.
hold on.
Seen Bliss.
I gotta give a shout out to some artists out there though.
Yeah. Show some love.
Gotta show some love to Bliss, 730. That's on the female tip.
Yeah,
you got
they're
Sasha
both
too, Nadia. Who we got? I'm now mixing around. Producer wise, you got Lino, you got Kenzie, you got Ellis. Now I'm going to goddamn to clothing brands. You got Can't Resist.
Sure,
you got Undie. You got Humble. You feel me? Powerhouses in Broward. Now this is hometown.
Yeah.
Like we really got it.
Right
We cooking right now.
A whole bunch of talent for sure.
Different aspects.
Yeah.
You know, greatness. We got Tattoo Hollywood, BDA. Come on now, man.
For sure.
We done with your artists?
Yeah, because you was
Go.
Yeah. Okay. I ain't gonna lie. At this particular moment, because I change all the time.
Yeah, for
At
sure.
this particular moment, I've been listening to a lot of Jay-Z. To the point like, now I understand why people say you're the greatest.
Mm-hmm.
Before I used to be like, whatever, but I get it now. I understand.
You sitting in the presence of a Jay-Z
fan.
Like,
that nigga hard. A lot of Eminem recently.
Okay.
A lot of Vince Staples.
Mm-hmm.
I've been listening to a lot of 50 Cent recently. That's
a
lot of 50. A lot of 50.
Okay.
A lot of 50.
I wasn't expecting that one. A lot of 50. I wasn't expecting that.
I ain't gonna lie. Recently, I've been studying 50 a lot.
Okay. What about him you've been studying though?
Just
that's a savage
the way
ass
he
nigga right
maneuver,
there.
bro. Like,
Boy, a boss.
the way he maneuver, not even just music. Him as a person.
That's what I'm saying. Like with the whole
But
stars.
Yeah, with stars and all that, bro.
He talked to them every time they don't do something for him. He talked to them like he taught these white people like they on the street, like you feel me, and they get it done. Like that show his genius and that they need him. Like you need me. But yeah, a lot of 50. But that's really it right now. Oh, Wyclef, a lot of Wyclef.
But I feel like it's a stigmatism, like with when it comes to being in that position, like people think like, oh, you got a yes man, a yes sir, whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Fight for what you believe in.
Nah, bro.
Stand on your business.
And we doing business, like, and that's taken care of, bro. And I ain't disrespecting you. Then shit, we just politicking.
For sure.
Now, if you're an asshole, that's something totally different. But
something totally
I
different.
don't gotta be a certain way. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Shout out to the band too. London on the keys. We got goddamn. Who we got on the bass? We got Jordan on the bass.
Very talented.
They
be funky.
I ain't
gonna lie, them boy take me into a whole nother realm, dog.
Yeah.
When them boy go to playing like that, dog, for sure. And in Circle.
Oh yeah.
Shout out Sergio, for sure. Dope. But make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe, man.
Tap in.
Appreciate you for tapping in. Make sure you tap in with everything Barry got going on.
For sure.
Carter Kid, Mega the Boy, Terrormanbari. We out
here. ZB. Wahana.